So in our previous class, we discussed 3 verses, 12, 13 and 14. So in 12th verse, we saw that how Bhīṣma, in order to excite Duryodhana, he blew his conch shell and it sound like a roaring lion, just like a lion is roaring. And Pandavas were unaffected of this sound, although it was roaring like lion, but then also they were not affected much. I mean, they were not affected at all. But yes, in order to excite Duryodhana, Bhīṣma, he blew his conch shell. So yes, tasya sanjayanan harsham kuru vriddha pitamaha singhnadam vinodhyojjai shankham dadma pratapavan. Then in 13th verse we saw tatah shankascha bhairyascha parvan khagomukha parvan khagomukha sahaseva vyanyanta sa shabdastumulo bhavat. And then after that, when he blew his conch shell, so other instruments were also played, like drums, bugles, trumpets, horns. We saw that. So they all were sounding together. Then in 14th verse, we saw Tatah shvetar harir yukte mahati sanyadhanet sithau madhavah pandavaschaiva divyo shankho pradatmatuhu. So, do you remember the meaning of Madhava?
Madhava. No.
Madhava is another name of Krishna. And we saw Ma means goddess Lakshmi and Dhav means husband. So, one who is husband of goddess Lakshmi is Krishna or Vishnu. Okay. And we saw that Arjuna's horses were there. Do you remember the color of Arjuna's horses?
White.
Yes, white. Good. So yes, after that, Krishna and Pandavas were also there to blow their conch shell. So we will, again read the purport of Prabhupada because there were few things which I was about to discuss. So let's see. In contrast with the conch shell blown by Bhīṣmadeva, the conch shells in the hands of Krishna and Arjuna are described as transcendental. So we discussed this, that how Bhīṣmadeva's conch shell was not transcendental, but Krishna's and Arjuna's conch shell, Arjuna and other Pandavas' conch shell were transcendental. Conch shells were transcendental. And in next verse, even the name of those conch shells are mentioned, that what conch shell they blew. So we saw that, we may see things around us. Externally, they may appear as material, but if that particular thing is in the connection of Krishna, then it's transcendental. So yes, the sounding of transcendental conch shells indicated that there was no hope of victory for the other side because Krishna was on the side of the Pandavas. So, you may assume that when Krishna and Pandavas, they blew their conch shell, so Duryodhana's party was so much afraid, their body shaken off, tato, because the sound was very tremendous. It was amazing. Plus, you can also assume that Duryodhana's pant, I mean, whatever he was wearing, it was out of fear became wet. So he was so much, he was already fearful. But now, when they blew their conch shell, which indicated that there was no hope of their victory, then he was very much, his heart filled with great fear. Jayastu Pandu Putranam Yesham Pakshe Janardana. Now, Janardana is also another name of Krishna. Jan plus Ardana. Jan means people or human beings, and Ardan means the maintainer. So, one who is the maintainer of human beings is Janardan, Krishna. Victory is always with persons like the persons like the sons of Pandu, because Lord Krishna is associated with them. And whenever and wherever the Lord is present, the goddess of fortune is also there. Because the goddess of fortune never lives alone without her husband. So see, this is very beautiful point. People in this world, they are running after goddess of fortune. Goddess of fortune means goddess Lakshmi. They are, and you can understand goddess of Lakshmi means money. So people, they are running after money. But money or goddess Lakshmi, Vaishnava, they use this word Lakshmi, that we want particular Lakshmi, this amount of Lakshmi for this service. They never use this word money or funds. They always use word Lakshmi, because Lakshmi is meant for the service of Krishna. So any person, if he is not using Lakshmi or money in service to Krishna, then illusory energy of Krishna will snatch that money away by giving different incidents in his life, incidents or accidents. Just like you can see, if any person is very rich, so by time he may become diseased and all of his money will go away for his recovery for the disease. Other side, you will see, if any person is rich, this is applicable on those people who are not devotees and they are not using Lakshmi or money for the service of Krishna. So it's clearly mentioned here, goddess Lakshmi never lives alone without her husband. And she is very much pleased if we use her in service to Krishna. Goddess Lakshmi is always busy in serving the lotus feet of Krishna. Let me show you the photo. It's very beautiful. So people, they are after money or after goddess Lakshmi, but that goddess Lakshmi is after serving the lotus feet of Krishna. And we are serving that great Supreme Personality Krishna. So it's very amazing. So these days, whenever I search photos, they show AI photo, which is not very nice. They look very artificial photos.
Yes.
This photo seems good. So you can see this photo. Can you see?
Yes, beautiful.
So this is Lord Narayan or Krishna in his 4 hands. And this snake is Anant Shesh, which is, do you remember? Who is Anant Shesh? Who becomes bed for Krishna.
You're
See?
cutting out a little bit. Can you say the name again?
Anant Shesh, who became bed for Krishna. Krishna is resting here. So who is that personality? Do you remember? We discussed it in introduction. It's Lord Balram. So we saw Lord Balram can become anything for Krishna. He can become bed or footwear or umbrella. So like that. Anant Shesh is Lord Balram in the form of Anant Shesh as a bed for Lord Narayan or Krishna. So you can see, she is always, whenever you will see any photo of goddess Lakshmi, you will always see she is always serving the lotus feet of Lord Narayan or Krishna. She has no other business. Because lotus feet of Krishna are so amazing. Very beautiful, very amazing. That she can never get satisfied. She always want to serve his lotus feet. In Srimad Bhagavatam also, in third canto, 28th chapter probably, it's mentioned that how goddess Lakshmi, it's mentioned that devotees, when they are chanting or whatever they are doing, they should meditate on these pastimes of Krishna. They should meditate that how goddess Lakshmi, she's serving the lotus feet of Krishna or Narayan. She's massaging her lotus feet. Sorry, his lotus feet. So like that. So although it is mentioned there that although externally it may appear that, oh, this is material activity. Here also in material world we see a wife, especially in India it happens. Nowadays I don't know it's happening or not. But yeah, a chaste wife, she serves her husband nicely. Her feet, she massage her feet or whatever things. So externally it may appear materialistic, but no. When it is in connection to Krishna, when we are uh, meditating upon Krishna, sorry, there was internet issue. I hope you can see my screen. Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. And also you can see very beautiful line is written here. Whenever and wherever the Lord is present, the goddess of fortune is also there. Now what does that mean? A devotee can never be poor. So you will see by time if any devotee, if he has decided that, oh, now I got the purpose of my life, now I will only serve Krishna and I will not indulge myself in any materialistic activity, or even I will not do any job. Even if any devotee decides to not do any job for the survival, then you will see Krishna, he will make arrangement for the survival, even if that person is not doing any job. Because whenever and wherever the Lord is present, the goddess of fortune is also there. So you will see material life of devotees also becomes easy. Please understand, in life, we will always have 5 types of people. 5 type. Which type? First is there would always be a friend, a person who will be our friend in life. Friend, enemy, well-wisher, or a person who is indifferent. I mean, he does not care whether you are living or dying, whatever. And fifth was who will motivate you in life. So these 5 types of people will always be there in everyone's life. So we really don't
I
have
only
to
heard from friend, well-wisher, or friend, enemy, well-wisher, motivator, and then what was the other?
enemy and one who is indifferent.
Is that the same as the well-wisher, or
No, they are
is
not same. Wait, I think I wrote it somewhere. You have raised your hand. Okay.
Oh, let me lower.
It is low. It's loading. Anyways,
These
yes,
5 types of people, this is written in scripture, or it's just a
of course, it's from scriptures. So, yes. So, basically, bottom line is one don't have to worry about his survival. That how, will I maintain my life in future and stuff like that. Because
Mataji.
especially in devotees' life, everything is glorious because he's serving Krishna. Is my network very bad? I think I need to change the location. Give me 1 minute. I'm changing my location. And
Yes, Mataji.
yes, let me change my location. Give me 1 minute. Yes. Now we are here.
Seems better so far.
Okay. So, yes, we were discussing about if any person, if he's devoted to Krishna, then he does not have to worry about his survival because Krishna maintains everything.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Mataji, I was asking, when you talked about the 5 different types of people in life, is that written in scripture, or is that just
Yes, it's
simple?
written in Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, that every person always has 5 types of people in their life. Now, let me tell you. One is who are dependents, who are always dependent on us. I wrote it, I'm just. One is who are always envious from us. Another are who are neutral, well-wisher, enemies, dependents, and guru. Guru means who motivates us in our life to progress. So these are the 5 types of people which we always have in our life. So, yes. Okay. Therefore, victory and fortunate were awaiting Arjuna, as indicated by the transcendental sound produced by the conch shell of Vishnu or Lord Kṛṣṇa. Besides that, the chariot on which both the friends were seated had been donated by Agni to Arjuna. We already read this. And this indicated that this chariot was capable of conquering all sides wherever it was drawn over the three worlds. So yes, victory and fortune were awaiting for Arjuna. Awaiting Arjuna. So same way, victory and fortune is awaiting devotees. Always. Victory means, victory doesn't mean if we are competing someone here in any game or in whatever things. Not that victory. Victory means victory from the illusory energy of Krishna. We will become potent and we will not be bewildered by the illusory energy of Krishna, that something is more important in our life than serving Krishna. This is real victory. So today, if you woke up and you chanted your rounds, you read or heard Bhagavad Gita, or you consume the remnants of Krishna, then you won the victory. Yay! So like that. Okay. Now moving to our 15th verse. Please sing after me. Very interesting verse. Panchajanyam Hṛṣīkeśo.
Panchajanyam Hṛṣīkeśa
Devadattam Dhananjayah.
Devadattam Dhananjaya
Paunḍram Dadmo Mahashankham.
Paunḍram Dadma Mahashankham
Bhīma Karma Vrikodaraha.
Bhīma Karma Vrikodaraha.
Very interesting verse. So let me tell you from the verse itself, it's very easy. Panchajanyam is the name of the conchshell of Hṛṣīkeśa. Do you know who is Hṛṣīkeśa?
No.
Oh, so see, Krishna consciousness is very easy. If I ask you any question, then most of the time answer would be Krishna.
Perfect.
So Hṛṣīkeśa is Krishna. So most of the questions, if any devotee asks you, so often times answer would be Krishna. So even if you don't understand questions sometimes, so you can simply say Krishna and possibilities there you will be right. So Panchajanyam is the name of the conchshell of Krishna. Now here comes an interesting story behind it. So Krishna, although he's Supreme Personality of Godhead, but then also when he appears in this mortal world, so he accepts spiritual master. Why? To show that we should also accept spiritual master in order to understand about God. So many things Krishna does to exemplify that how we should also do things. So yes, he accepted a spiritual master. His name was Sandipuni. Sandi Muni, yes. So after his training was done, Krishna and Balram, both the brothers, they went for the training in the ashram. So after their trainings were completed, they asked from their spiritual master that what Guru Dakshina can we give? Do you understand Guru Dakshina?
No, I don't know it.
Guru Dakshina is something, if you take knowledge from Guru, then definitely they will not charge anything from you. But then also to express gratitude, you give them something. So they asked their spiritual masters, Krishna asked, to his spiritual master that what Guru Dakshina can I give? I can give to you. So now his spiritual master, he went to his wife and asked his wife that what should we accept from him. So, have you started reading Krishna book?
No.
Please do, because many stories we will discuss, and Krishna book will be helpful for you because you will already know the stories. So
Okay.
now, Krishna, he was the eighth son of Mother Devaki. Before that, seven sons were also there. Mother Devaki also gave birth to seven sons, but his brother Kansa, he was very cruel. Once, now I have to tell you whole story, so it will take little time, but it's okay. So once, when Mother Devaki, she got married with Vasudev, so they were going, and her brother Kansa, he was very happy, and he himself became the driver of his sister Devaki. So he was, running the chariot for her and her husband. But suddenly, some voice came from the sky that, oh, Kansa, you are so stupid. You are becoming happy and becoming a driver of your own sister, but you don't know your own sister's eighth child will become the reason of your death. He will kill you. And that eighth son was Krishna. So because Kansa, he was a demon and very cruel, he forcefully became the king of the city Mathura, and forcefully he was he was basically he was not a good man at all. So the moment he heard this voice, immediately he took off his sword and he was about to kill Devki, the mother of Krishna. But Vasudev, the husband of Devki, he tried to pacify Kansa that no, it's not good. We will give our child to you. An eighth child means it's like a long time, so you don't have to worry. He tried to pacify him. So, every time Kansa, he was killing the child the moment they took birth from Mother Devki's womb. He was killing every child. So yes, Krishna, because he is God, so he once took those child, means he again made those child alive, and the wife of spiritual master knew it. Spiritual master of Krishna knew this, that Krishna, he made alive those six brothers again of Mother Devki. So now, what happened? Once the son of the spiritual master and the wife of spiritual master, he was disappeared because one demon, he ate that son of the spiritual master. Are you getting? Are you with me?
Yes.
So whose son was disappeared?
The son of the spiritual master.
Yes. Okay. So the name of that demon was Panchjanya,
Mm.
that demon. So, this wife of spiritual master told to the spiritual master that you ask from Krishna that he take our son back. So Krishna, he went to that demon, and even after killing to that demon, son was not there in his belly. He was not there. Then later he went to the upper planets, and he took his son back, son of the spiritual master. But yeah, that Panchjanya, the demon, the size of his body was like a conch shell. So from there, Krishna, from that time, it was his conch shell, which is called Panchjanya. So this was very interesting. Although Krishna's conch shell is there from eternal time, but then also, such stories, it happens to make things more interesting. So yes, Panchjanya is the conch shell of Krishna, Hṛṣīkeśa. Now Hṛṣīkeśa is very interesting name. Hṛṣīkeśa means one who is the controller of our senses. So every name of Krishna has an interesting meaning behind it. So Hṛṣīkeśa means who is the controller of our senses, who controls our senses. Dev Dattam Dhananjaya. Now Dhananjaya is Arjuna, another name of Arjuna. And Devdattam, Devdutt is the name of the conch shell of Arjuna. So, okay. Pauṇḍram Dadmau Mahashankham. Bhīma Karma Vrikodara. Okay. So Pauṇḍram is the name of the conch shell of Bhīma. Do you remember who is Bhīma?
Bhima is there was Bhima and Bhīṣma, and Bhima was the more righteous one.
Bhīṣma.
Or Bhīṣma was the more righteous one.
Yes. Bhīṣma is basically the grandfather of the brothers, Pandavas and Kauravas. And Bhīma is the elder brother of Arjuna. It's very simple. We are talking about Pandavas. So Bhīma is definitely the brother of Arjuna. Because we are talking about the Pandavas party right now. So, Pauṇḍram Dadmau Mahashankam Bhīma Karma Vrikodara. Now, Vrikodara is another name of Bhīma. Vrikodara means who eats so much. And Bhima, we already know he eats so much. And Vrik means fire. Udar means belly. So, Sattvic movement people also tell this that, our digestive fire is at peak in the noon time. So we should have our heavy meals at this time or grain meal. So Vrikodara means his digesting fire is very strong. That's why he can digest so much food. So that's why his name is Vrikodara. And he was not only skillful in eating so much food, but he was also skillful in many, many things. Like once, when they were living in forest, Pandavas with their mother, and Draupadi was also there, their wife. So once when they were living in a forest, so because Bhima, he eats so much, so he used to eat half food of everyone. Half food of Arjuna, half food of Yudhishthir, half food of his mother. So like that, he used to eat so much food, half food. And later, when they used to walk in the forest, so when everyone used to get tired, so Bhima, he used to make them sit on his shoulders, and then he would walk while taking them on his shoulder. So he was not only skillful in eating lots of food, but he was also potent, and he used to do many things. Once he went to take a lotus for Draupadi. So he ran very fast, and that way even the trees, they fell down. So he was very potent, he was very powerful person. Okay. Please read the translation.
Lord Kṛṣṇa blew his conch shell, called Panchajanya. Arjuna blew his, the Devadatta, and Bhīma, the voracious eater and performer of Herculean tasks, blew his terrific conch shell, called Pauṇḍra.
Pauṇḍra. Now, see, Mahashankham. Mahashankham means it's written terrific conch shell. What is the meaning of terrific?
Well, it kind of has a double meaning because people mostly use it to say, like, it's wonderful, it's great. But I think originally it means maybe more like terrifying. I'm not sure, but I think
Yes,
so. Like,
terrifying means a little frightening or something like that.
yes.
So, yes, terrific conch shell means Pauṇḍra, the conch shell of Bhima. It was the human being skull.
Oh, wow.
That's why it's written terrifying or terrific conch shell.
Mm, mm,
So it was human being skull.
mm.
Okay. So we also saw that how he married a demon girl who was not very demon. She was nice, but we discussed this story as well. Okay, so because of that, maybe he had this conch shell. Maybe his wife gifted him this conch shell. Okay, anyways, now we will see the commentary of Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan. Oh, so he's discussing 15 to 18. So we will see it at last. Let's move forward to 16 to 18. We discussed 15th verse. Let's do just 15 today, and tomorrow maybe we can do 16 to 18. I think that
Okay.
would work because it's already 40 minutes. So, the names of the conches starting with Krishna's Panchjanya are listed. The word Hṛṣīkeśa, master of the senses, used in describing the Lord indicates that the Lord would help this army. He would help by directing their senses skillfully. Now, this is very interesting that Krishna, he direct the senses of everyone, not only his devotees, but he direct the senses of everyone. So if we see any person, if he is so intelligent and he so intelligently or amazingly did something in this material world, so one should understand that he's not doing it independently. That intelligence is also coming from Krishna. Krishna is directing his senses or his intelligence in a way that he was able to do that particular work in so wonderful way. So, a lesson from here, whenever we see any person or any devotee, if we see they are skillful in some way, they have amazing talents or skills. So instead of being envious from them, or instead of we feeling inferior from them, we should think that, oh, that quality is coming from Krishna. So if that person, if we see, if he is so talented and skillful, then what to say about Krishna? And of course, if that person is so skillful and talented, that talent is also coming from Krishna. So there is no possibility of feeling jealous or envious or inferior because ultimately it's coming from Krishna. So it's not his talent or not his skills, it's Krishna's skills or talent. And also, one amazing thing, If Krishna has given us any talent or skill in any field or in any activity, then that talent or skill has been given to us so that we may wonderfully use it in Krishna's service. You will
Mm.
see every person have different talents and skills,
Mhm.
isn't it?
Yes.
So Krishna has particularly gifted him that quality or that talent so that he may use it to please Krishna in his service. But what is happening? People who are not devotees, they are misusing their talents or their qualities in endeavoring their material uh, goals.
Mhm.
So, real perfection is that whatever quality we have, whatever talents we have, we use it in service to Krishna. That is
Mm.
perfection of life. So, let's discuss one more story related to it. Once, when Arjuna he went to fight with a warrior, so his horses were tired because they were tired of some reason. So Arjuna he went to uh, feed them some water, the horses. So you know what happened when he went to feed the water to the horses, then he was not on the chariot, and possibility was there that people may enclose him and they may kill him. They might kill him. There was possibility that people they may enclose Arjuna and they might kill Arjuna at that time. But no, Krishna he illusioned people in a way that they became bewildered. They become bewildered. They became bewildered and they didn't kill Arjuna. Now just understand how is that possible? People they were always after finding a chance that Arjuna may commit some mistake, he may do any mistake, and we may immediately kill Arjuna. But then also they were not able to do so. Why? Because it's written here, he would help by directing everyone's senses skillfully. So, when we are learning this, we should also understand that in whatever way a person is behaving with us, it he is being directed, his senses are being directed by Krishna. And of course, because that person is desiring something, so Krishna is also sanctioning his desire. But there is a difference. Very important line, please hear it carefully. Whenever a person is desiring something which is not in relation to Krishna, so Krishna, although he sanctions his desire, but he also uh, sanction it in a way that he will not feel satisfied or happy even after his desires were fulfilled. Then also he will not feel any satisfaction in his heart. His heart will always feel emptiness.
Mm.
He will always feel emptiness in his heart. So, yes, although Krishna is sanctioning everyone's desire, but he sanctions it in a way that that person will not feel satisfied.
Mm.
But on the other hand, even if we are doing any small service in relation to Krishna, then you will see we feel so happy. Just like you were sharing that in the temple, you were cleaning, you were engaged in service, some service of cleaning. And yes, it's very beautiful point. Then it's like cleaning our heart when we are cleaning the temple. And if we are serving Krishna in our house, if we have deity of Krishna, then even that house, that home becomes a temple. And when we are cleaning that house, then that is like cleaning the temple of Krishna.
Mm.
So everything which we are doing for Krishna, it it is purifying our consciousness. And a purified consciousness will make us eligible to understand Krishna more.
Mm.
So these are subtle things, and externally we may not understand that how things are happening, but it happens when we practice it, because transformation happens with practice.
Mhm.
So yes, Rishikesh is very beautiful. So we should always pray from Krishna that, oh Krishna, you are Rishikesha, please help me, bless me, that I may always use my senses in your service. I may not I may not try to gratify them independently from you. I may use my senses in service to you. We should always pray
Mm.
from him. Okay. Mentioning the names of the conches indicates that these persons had many conches of divine nature. Okay. Now, next verse, he's continuing the next commentary for the next verse, which we will continue tomorrow, 16 to 18. Maybe we can read the purport. Please read the purport of Prabhupada of verse 15.
Oh, from my
Yes,
Bhagavad
you
Gita.
can read from your hard copy or from the screen, however you wish.
Oh, is this from Prabhupada? This one?
Yes, purport, yes.
Okay, okay. Lord Krishna is referred to as
Hṛṣīkeśa.
Hṛṣīkeśa
Yes.
in this verse because he is the owner of all senses. The living entities are part and parcel of him, and therefore the senses of the living entities are also part and parcel of his senses. The impersonalists cannot account for the senses of the living entities, and therefore they are always anxious to describe all living entities as senseless or impersonal.
Are you
The
getting
Lord,
this? This is very deep. Who are
mm,
impersonalist, if you remember?
they are like meditators, the people who meditate on a light. They,
Yes. And
yes.
they think that God has no form. He is not a person.
Mm.
He is impersonal. So that's why they are impersonalist. So, yes, they cannot account for the senses of the living entities, and therefore they are always anxious to describe all living entities as senseless or impersonal. Basically, they say that everything is senseless. Senseless means everything is illusion. But they do not understand that whatever they are saying, that is illusion. So see, if they are saying that everything is illusion, this world is illusion, that illusion, then whatever you are saying, because you are also a part of this world, so if you are speaking something, then that is also illusion. Na? Then then why we believe your words? Because you are also part of this illusory world, and if you are speaking something, then that is also illusion, because that is not coming from a bona fide source. So they are always confused people. Okay. Please read ahead. The Lord situated.
The Lord, situated in the hearts of all living entities, directs their senses, but he directs in terms of the surrender of the living entity, and in the case of a pure devotee, he directly controls the senses.
Yes.
Here on the
This is very
battlefield,
interesting. Mataji, please understand this. He directly controls the senses of devotees. So, see, living entities who are not surrendered to Krishna, he's sanctioning their desires in a way that they will not feel satisfied. But in the case of devotees, he's directly controlling the senses. How? Just like you will see someone uh, gave you a message I mean, someone from inside influenced you that, oh, it's morning, now you have to go for the Gita class. Go Gita class. You will listen a Gita class. And now after Gita class, someone is influencing you that, oh, it's time to chant with devotees. Go, you should associate with devotees. And that someone is Krishna, who is sitting in our heart. So see how he directly controls the senses of devotees. He influenced devotees in a way that they may come more closer to Krishna. So see,
Beautiful.
you can see this yourself, that how things are happening so quickly in your life, isn't it? It's
Yes.
very amazing. Very amazing. You know, a boy is there in our colony, and I invited him that, oh, you should chant with me. So we were chanting at 2 p.m. in afternoon every morning. Sorry, every afternoon. And today he himself woke up at 4 a.m. and he chanted. So this is how whenever a living entity he do even little for Krishna, then Krishna directly influence that devotee that he may do more for Krishna. So, you know, Krishna is like this. When we serve Krishna, so Krishna is like that. Thank you so much for doing it for me. Can you do a little more? He's never satisfied with our service. He always say like this. He's always thankful for whatever we do for him. So he always say, "Thank you for doing it for me. Can you do a little more?" So like that, he keep on influencing us that we may do more and more for him.
Mhm.
It's very nice. Okay, please read ahead. Here on the battlefield.
Here on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Lord directly controls the transcendental senses of Arjuna, and thus his particular name of
Hṛṣīkeśa.
Hṛṣīkeśa. The Lord has different names according to his different activities. For example, his name is
Madhu.
Madhusudana
Hmm.
because he killed the demon of the name Madhu. His name is Govinda because he gives pleasure to the cows and to the senses. His name is Vasudeva because he appeared as the son of Vasudeva. His name is Devaki Nandana because he accepted Devaki as his mother. His name is Yashodhananda because he awarded his childhood pastimes to Yashoda at Vrindavana. His name is Partha Sarathi because he worked as charioteer of his friend Arjuna. Similarly, his name is Hṛṣīkeśa because he gave direction to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Arjuna is referred to as Dhananjaya in this verse because he helped his elder brother in fetching wealth when it was required by the king to make expenditures for different sacrifices.
Now, do you understand why Arjuna is known as Dhananjaya? Because he helped his elder brother for fetching wealth, because it was required for making different expenditures for different sacrifices for different yagyas. So Arjuna helped to fetch wealth for his elder brother for those yagyas and sacrifice. That's why he's also known as Dhananjaya. Okay. Similarly, Bhima.
Similarly, Bhima is known as Vrikadara because he could eat as voraciously as he could perform Herculean tasks, such as killing the demon
Hidimba.
Hidimba.
So Hidimba
Hidimba.
is the brother of that demon girl to whom Bhima killed, and then he married that demon girl. Okay.
Mm. So the particular types of conch shell blown by the different personalities on the side of the Pandavas, beginning with the lords, were all very encouraging to the fighting soldiers. On the other side, there were no such credits, nor the presence of Lord Kṛṣṇa, the supreme director, nor that of the goddess of fortune. So they were predestined to lose the battle, and that was the message announced by the sounds of the conch shells.
Yes. So Krishna and Pandava, Krishna basically he gave this message from the sound of the conch shell that they will definitely lose because everything is auspicious in Pandava's army, and just opposite is there in the other side of Duryodhana's party. Okay, so with this, we will stop here, and tomorrow we'll discuss 16 to 18 with Krishna's willing. Thank you so much for joining. You wish to say something or add on something?
I just want to say thank you so much for your time, Mataji.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. You woke up so early for Krishna. You know, every austerity we do to please Krishna, it's very pleasing to him. And by time, in starting, it may seems as austerity or difficult to us, but later you will be happy doing it. You know, time will
Mm,
come when you will not be able to stop yourself by doing these things. So that is the sign of your consciousness is purifying.
mm.
So yes, thank you so much for joining, and we'll meet tomorrow if Krishna's willing. Hare Krishna.
See, Hare
Srila Prabhupada
Krishna.
ki jai.
Jai.
Okay, Hare Krishna.